JPR joining us this evening.
Ah, that would be fun. It'll be the three of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have
I'll have
three
more
commentators,
conversation.
not just two. Should be interesting.
Yeah, I think it should be. I'm just getting set up now, getting started with my stream here.
I think I need to go to my beer fridge and get me a six-pack.
Yeah, you might have
This will be
to.
a pretty good race, man.
Yeah, we got about another 2 hours into this, so yeah.
What's up, guys?
JPR is here. Hey, JPR.
What's up?
Oh, we're just here listening to Bowtie eat. Alright, I think I'm good. My stream is live. I'll be setting that out in a minute.
So JPR, you seem to be pretty knowledgeable about F1. How long have you been watching?
2004, somewhere around there.
And
I
Infinite,
started-
you?
I would say around maybe 2005, 2000, maybe yeah, I'll call it 2005 at least. Yeah, around there. From there, I started watching.
Okay. Yeah, y'all have definitely been watching a lot longer than I have. So I'm more used to the seeing the Hamilton or seeing the Mercedes win, which is very disappointing for me.
I don't mind because I'm a Hamilton fan, so.
I'm so sorry for your luck today, buddy. I want to say that, but really, I can't say I mean sincerely.
No, I mean, from about lap 3 on, I was pretty confident he wasn't going to win the race. So, unless the safety car came out late, I was like, he's not going to win.
It was quite interesting strategy on Red Bull.
I just didn't understand why Mercedes didn't try to qualify on the medium tire when they had the speed to do it. It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and you know, I had the same problem with this race. I wanted to qualify on a medium. I got taken out in Q1. It was kind of disappointing, but obviously I made up for it in the end. But you know, this much like Silverstone is a track that requires tires.
Yeah.
And it beats them up pretty hard.
Yeah, that's true.
I got in on qualifying on the mediums, and I think I would have had a decent race, but we had a safety car early, and it screwed me up completely because somebody slowed down right in front of me, and instead of running into the back of them, I swerved, and they gave me a drive-through penalty, and that was the end of my race for today. Yeah,
well, you know what you have to do is report that to the stewards, and you know it'll be reviewed. You could possibly get that overturned, and might make up those 5 seconds.
No, it wasn't a 5-second penalty. It was a drive-through penalty, so that's why I didn't say anything because there's nothing you can do about it. I got a drive-through penalty, yeah. And then to make it worse, I didn't know, as long as I've been watching Formula One, I somehow did not know you couldn't serve a drive-through under safety car, and I pitted twice under the safety car for no reason.
Oh, so you lost a lot of time there.
Yeah, I lost a lot of time with. So I had 2 pit stops for no reason, and then as soon as the safety car ended, there was a huge cluster fuck going on in turn 1, and I went from 11th to 5th, but I had to do the drive-through penalty anyway, so it didn't even matter.
So just so everybody else in the stream understands and knows kind of what's going on right here, I myself and Bowtie, then I've got Infinite joining me as my commentator, as well as JPR for his first time doing commentating as far as I know. We would all like to welcome you to, or thank you for watching this stream.
Filter goes on now. Now that you're broadcasting, I'll try to keep my language PG.
We have to kind of keep it a little content for the younger viewers.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, no, it was a rough race. Again, for the viewers, all 3 of us that are here doing comms tonight, we're in Tier 2, which we just got done racing a little while ago. Turned out to be quite the interesting battle.
Yeah, I'm actually happy I didn't have to miss this week's race. It was disappointing to miss Australia. Then again, Australia is not always my best track, but still I would have liked to run another that race, you know. But I'm still happy I made it home in time today to, you know, be in this race. It was a fun race. I did
Oh
lose
man,
out.
I'm so
I did
glad.
lose on the points, but yeah, still a good race.
I'm glad to have you here tonight, buddy. JPR, how'd you finish last weekend?
How did I finish last weekend?
Yes.
So similar issue with the safety car. I started third in Australia, and I thought we were going to have a pace lap, and we didn't. So I got swamped into turn one, and then a safety car came out, and I ran into the back of somebody, and I had a bunch of pit stops during that race. Still finished fifth, I think, so it wasn't terrible.
Not what you expected, but still finished
Yeah.
all right. Good.
Fortunately, unfortunately, for me, I think I'm one of the few guys who finished in the points in both races, so I'll still be pretty high in the points, I think. Because I think the top three guys, or most of them anyway, they didn't finish the race last weekend, so.
All right, let's see here if I can find where this stream is at on YouTube. So I can start sharing it for everybody. It looks like we're about ready for getting this all kicked off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sharing my link as well. So we got 2 streams going on this.
Yes, sir. We've got the Can-Am stream and yours, buddy.
Oh, great. So anyone who's not watching mine is gonna be watching yours, and vice versa. Same thing. So we have a lot of viewers both ways. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, I think we got some. I think we got some feedback coming through, buddy.
Let's see if that's on my end. I'm turning my mic off for a second.
It might be my end, I think.
No, I was still hearing it.
Yeah, I think there it just went. Just started kicking back off again. Well, gentlemen, what are your predictions for this race? I know Infinite's pretty familiar with those that are in. Infinite's pretty familiar with most of these drivers.
Yeah, I've streamed a few races with a lot of these drivers in them. Maybe a few guys I'm not familiar with. I'm gonna be strolling through the list in just a second, but most of the guys for the tier 1 here I'm very familiar with. So not that new to me. I cannot know how most of them actually race. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how this one goes down. Also, I gotta say, gonna be interesting to see how T-Pong transitions from, you know, he was racing with us in tier 2. Let's see how well he's gonna do here.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't exactly have the best standards in tier 2. I mean, it was still pretty solid. I think he got himself a good practice race in.
Yeah, definitely.
Did I hear that we had Jacob join us, our fearless leader? I guess not.
Oh, I
Still
guess
getting a
not.
little bit of feedback off somebody else's mic.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too. I turned mine off. I was still hearing it. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna turn mine off real quick and see if you guys.
Let's see if it's that. I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, it's always technical difficulties every now and then.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not can be avoided, but you know we try.
No, I'm still feeding through. I'm gonna turn my headset off and turn it back on. 1 second.
In the meantime, Bowtie does that. I think we should be getting ready to go in just about a few minutes, I guess. Make sure that we have everyone in.
Interesting. Let's see here. What's going on with Tier 1? Infinite, are you ready?
Yes, I'm all good to go here on my end.
JPR, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay, I'm gonna check with the stewards right now on Discord and make sure we're all good to go.
So I'm only seeing 15 in the race chat. Would
Yeah,
I be able to join in there?
Yeah. At this point, I don't know. I'm starting to get. All right, bud. Let's give it a couple more minutes.
All right.
Sadly, it looks like we're going to be starting both these races this weekend just a little bit later than we intend on. So, Infinite, how'd you feel about your race here today?
I think it was a pretty good race overall. I might have needed to put just a little more thought into my strategy that I use, and I did have a little bit of a mishap during the virtual safety car. But I think it was partly my fault as well that I got damage on that, because I think someone did go past me during the VSC and they stopped middle of the track to let me go by. But I'm not sure. I have to have a look at the footage to see what happened. But I somehow just went to the back of them and I just lost just a little bit of front wing. Unfortunate for that, but I did have a second incident with the front wing. But overall, it was a good race, though. I think. I didn't get to finish in the points, but I got 13, so I think that's pretty good. Maybe if I had thought a little bit more about the strategy and the safety car incident, we had that as well, so that came into play just a little bit. But overall, it was a really good race. I did have a lot of fun with it. No complaints.
Good. Can I ask you to send JPR an invite so we can be the third eye on the ground here? Maybe just be our... You're in? Good.
Okay, great.
I'm looking around for my controller. I don't know where it went. It vanished. Luckily, I still have my steering wheel to go through camera views. And JPR, how did you feel about this track, this race?
So this is the type of track that I'm going to struggle with pretty much all year. Any track that's really heavy with wear on the rear tires, I'm going to struggle with. I fight that pretty much in all league racing that I do. So it was difficult. Tire management was really key, and tire strategy was even more important. So I'm really interested to see if somebody's going to try to qualify in Q2 on the mediums and try to do a one-stop like I did. I ran into some issues during the race, so I didn't really get a real judge off of it, but I think if this one runs smoothly, we'll probably get a better idea of how that will work.
Yeah, it seems like we have some quite a bit faster drivers here in Tier 2. Looks like we might have a pink Mercedes out on the track. Who is going to be
Red Devil 55.
Let's check out what he's going to do tonight, guys. Q1 for me was, it just... I was wanting to get my groove in. I was wanting to kind of, for me, I can't do short quali. I don't mind short quali, but I really hate one shot. Because it usually takes me 2-3 laps to kind of get my groove in on the track. Is it the same for you guys?
I would say, yeah, it does happen. Sometimes I do invalidate the first try. I do maybe the second as well, because it actually did happen with the race that we just did. I invalidated both my first 2 laps. So if it was a one shot, I would have been in a little bit of a trouble there.
For me, it all depends on my pace for the weekend. If I'm pretty confident with the track, it usually is a build-up session. So Q1, I just go out there, put it in a solid lap, and then I build on that as I need to. So if my first lap in Q1 is solid, I probably won't run another lap until Q2, and then Q2, that's when I'm starting to really hone in on my line, focus on breaking points and everything so I can nail a perfect lap in Q3.
Yeah, and I really thought that's probably what meant my demise for Q1 this last race was, I was already sitting in seventh. When I finished my lap, I was in third, and I watched myself go down to seventh, and I went out and I wanted to do better. I wanted to be better than seventh place, and I think I just got a little greedy, which caused me to wreck out and sit on the sidelines the rest of the qualifying.
I think that's probably for me anyway. Since this is my first league, or first couple races with these guys in this league, I'm not really sure where to judge the speed. I'm not really sure who's capable of running faster laps. So you put a lap up there, and you're just sitting there, and you're looking at the times, and you're agonizing over if you're going to get beat or not. And you got to take a chance, basically, on not wasting your time and going back out there if you don't have to.
Yeah. And that's where I screwed up. I mean, Infinite and myself, we've been running with these guys for a while now. The guys that are in Tier 1. As far as Tier 2 goes, that's pretty green for me. I don't know how much runtime Infinite's had with some of these guys in Tier 2. But,
honestly, I haven't had much runtime with them. Even my teammate, I think this would be the first time we actually did a run together. It was this race because we really didn't get a chance to, set something up and do some practice with it. So for most of the guys in the league, for Tier 2, it's still very new to me. I know, I think it's you and T-Pound is I'm the most familiar with. Just a few other guys, I think. Yeah, that's about it.
And Raven. We got Raven in Tier 2. T-Pound just reserved tonight. So we got himself a nice little practice run in.
All right, so Red Devil just posted a 27-23 out there. Just going off of what we saw from what I did in the first race in Tier 2, I think he might want to pick up a little bit more speed. It seemed like fast times are somewhere around a 1:26.5 and lower, so he might want to have to go back out there after this run.
Especially with that being his first run, we can't hold him down to it. I'm sitting here watching Dunk. Looks like he's pulled off to the side on his outlap. Allowing a few drivers by. Graham's on his outlap as well as Black Stig and Prix the Rum. Black Stig has been a pleasure to drive against. I seem to hold the same kind of pace with him, which kind of surprises me. When we race in five lap lobbies.
So we had looked like a racing point just went off in end of sector 2 there.
Looks like we got Red Devil at a 1:27.23, a 28.23, so just about a full second behind with Blaze. Chris Carter a 1:28.44. Miles Galloway, who has improved quite a bit the last few months here, 1:28.44, 1:28.99.
There we go. So, I think the bar has just been set by the Red Bull there with a 1:26.27.
Beefy is quite the driver, man. He's definitely one that I'm not even used to watching his tailgate because he's too far ahead of me for me to even see him.
Yeah, with Beefy, I've seen him race in other leagues before, and I've actually run a few times with him just on online lobbies. Not in actual league races, but the guy is pretty fast. So he's someone to look out for because he does pretty well in league races. He does have a very good pace going down on long straights and stuff.
And he's consistent too. It doesn't matter. He can be fast and he can keep the line no matter what he's doing, no matter what track he's on.
That is true. Because I've done quite a few 5-lappers with him. He is pretty consistent with his lap times.
Alright. Looks like I was misunderstood. Or not misunderstood. Misstated. Galloway is back down on 7th with a 1:28.7. We have our fearless leader, Jacob, at a 1:29. Praise the Realm 129-1. Raven sitting in as a typical. He's usually a tier 2 driver. He's sitting as a reserve tonight for tier 1. Holding down a 129.99. And FIFA goes into the pit.
And again, for me, I haven't raced with a lot of these guys, so the only judgment for me on speed I was able to get was adding a couple of these guys and seeing their time trial laps. And one of the guys I did get to see a lap time from was CRL J-Dog. He ran, I believe, a 126.0 in his time trial, so he's a guy that I'm really keeping an eye on. I feel like he's going to be able to have the pace to challenge for a pole position, and possibly.
You know, I can. I've got Dunk in Sector 1 on time trial. Sector 2 and 3, he runs away. He's a very good driver, very consistent. May not be 100% the fastest, especially with what he's got dealing with here, but I mean, if he was racing against tier 2, he'd definitely be in the top 3.
As I say that, he's already out there setting purple sectors. I think he was fastest in Sector 2 there, and he's coming to the line now, so we're going to see what he puts up there. Yeah, there he goes. 126.23, so...
Very fast, very consistent. We got several drivers that may be fast, but they typically end up off the track at times. What is Miles doing right here? Are we allowing a pass? Oh, I did not have the mini-map.
Oh yeah, he was just letting Iceman go by there.
Yep.
I'm just following Iceman around the track right now because I'm interested to see what kind of lap time he's gonna put in amongst all of these drivers here.
As you say that, I'm following T-Pound. He's already doing better this race than he did for Tier 2 race as a reserve.
Oh, and Iceman just did a purple Sector 1. Well, let's see if he can keep that going.
For me, I've always struggled at tracks like this with tight sectors, with a lot of tight corners, fast corners, and then you got these super long straightaways. I've always struggled trying to figure out the downforce balance. Do you want to run more front wing for the corners, or do you want to take some off, and so you're not so slow down the straightaways? For me, it's always been a real tough battle for me to figure out which kind of car setup I should run for these types of tracks.
And these types of tracks are the ones I like the most. Tracks like China and Australia, where it's a lot of straights and swooping turns, I'm not a big fan of. I get kind of bored. This one kind of keeps me awake. As I'm sitting here watching Black Stig trying to make his way up out of 10th.
So after setting up fastest first sector, Iceman only got up to 3rd place.
Yeah, I just saw that there. So he needs to improve a lot on sectors 2 and 3 there.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that he's sandbagging, though. I will say that. He's quite the driver.
That is a fair point. I mean, it is only Q1, so the job here is just to advance to Q2. You don't have to necessarily be the fastest.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is true.
But for me, I mean, I always want to make a statement. I don't believe in sandbagging, so I want to go out there.
Yeah, that's why I went out, and I felt like I got too greedy. Iceman's still just holding it down.
We got Warriors here in P6 right now. I don't know how. What do you think about him, Botai, in terms of this race?
I'm really surprised he's down in P6. I kind of would have expected to see him up in the top 3.
Yeah, I expected the same.
You know, quite frankly, either above or right below Beefy is about what I would expect. But he could be in the same boat that JPR is in, where this is just this kind of track is not his suiting.
Definitely, but let's see what he's gonna do because he's basically just gonna try at least get the Q2 and then see what he can do from there.
Now let me look here and see. We've only got one person running mediums right now. It looks like Black Steg is trying to, I guess, maybe get a taste for the mediums. Is he contemplating? Is he thinking about going out in Q2 on those mediums?
I don't really see the advantage of running mediums in Q1. I mean, Q1 tires are taken at the end
expendable.
of the session. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're expendable. And what I can see it as is that he's trying to get a taste to see how his mediums are going to last. Because with our race, we had a tier 2 race, we had several guys that went out on mediums and lasted quite a bit longer than those of us that started out on soft. This track will eat tires. I mean, like somebody starving eat tires. At least from my experience. I mean, that could just be my driving style. How about you guys? I mean, do you guys go through tires pretty easily here? Or?
I actually do, yeah. It does wear my tire life out just really fast. Because I had to just go on lean fuel a few times around most of these turns just to try, save my tire just a little bit. Because of the way I had to do my pit stops as well.
So, I was riding on with JK 2012. He did set a purple sector in Sector 1, but coming out of that back straightaway in the middle sector, he did corner cut and his lap was invalid. So he's probably going to come in and hit here.
Oh, and we just had, that's Warriors just did a purple Sector 2, so he's pretty good in Sector 2, but Sector 1 and 3 might be what his problem is right now.
You know, I kept getting a purple Sector 2 in our race, and I was really wondering where it was that I was finding that extra time that everybody else got, and then where I was losing the time in sectors 1 and 3.
I'm probably gonna guess that you had more front downforce on your car. That's what helped you turn in that middle sector, and you were losing it on those long straights in sector 1 and sector 2. That would be my guess.
What kind of wings do you run in Bahrain?
Sorry, I got sidetracked there with JK spinning in the middle of Sector 2 there. So for me, I try to run as much downforce on the front to help the car turn. So as much as I can get away with without being basically a moving chicane on the straightaway. And then for the rears, I try to lighten that up so I'm not so heavy with downforce down the front straightaway. But I want the car to turn in positively and stick down into the corner.
I think I'm running a 5.8 for my front and rear.
Wow.
Be honest, I can't remember what my settings are on the wing because as I'm saying that Praiser just did a purple sector 2 as well. Yeah, I actually just had to use the setup I saved from when I did my team on the game because I didn't have time to just try another setup. So I actually had to just run with that one, but it didn't. It ran pretty well with the car during that session. But remember, that's a my team car, and it's so much different from these online cars.
Yes, no, I'm looking at my my setup right now. I ran a 4.8, 4.8 wings.
Yeah, so that goes to show. So for me, I ran basically the complete opposite of that. I had a lot of front downforce on the front. I think I ran a 7 on the front, and then on the rears I ran a 5. So completely different end of the spectrum there for setups.
I guess that's something that has something to say about driving style.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, for you, I mean, how do you deal with these braking zones? Are you a late breaker, early breaker? Do you do the trail braking, or what's your focus?
It depends. It depends on what part of the track. For the smaller sections of the track, tighter turns, I don't overdrive the corner. I want to back the corner up so I can get the car pointed straight off the exit and get on the gas as fast as possible. Now, for the long corners that you're putting a lot of brake in, I try to get everything that I can get on entry, because the more speed you can carry from a long straightaway, I feel like the exit is kind of negated by the speed you carry into the corner.
Absolutely, absolutely. Keep that momentum going. That's one of the hardest things for me, is to realize the momentum and just keep it going. Just for lack of a better way of saying it, I mean, you come into a turn and there's, let me see here. I'm currently watching Black Stig, and right here I want to be up in 5th, and he's right where I want to be, coming up here on the last turn. I'll see how he pulls this off. I'd like to drop it down in 4th on the entry, and then get it up into 8th by the time I'm on the way out. Or no. And he's there.
Oh, and he went for it
right before the finish. Yeah, it's like slamming gears. That's one thing I've learned is I guess for racecraft,
It just feels really good, and then you rip down to that back straightaway, and yeah, you know when you've done it right.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things about this track is that once you kind of get into a groove, and it's one of those tracks that you have to get into a groove for. You can extend your lead, you can gain so much more once you get into that. It's just feeling it. All right, it looks like we have most of the grid. Calling it a day.
So
Circus,
I'm a little confused because Blaze 72 has a 127.6, but he's down in 15th. So I'm not really sure why that is.
I'm not sure. Maybe, I guess the only thing we probably can suggest is maybe something happened on track with him. Maybe the game gave him some sort of penalty or stuff. I'm not sure. But maybe later in the session we'll be able to find out what exactly happened there.
It sure has been quite the Q1. Does somebody want to give us the call down to the top 15?
We can have JPR go first on this one, since it's his first time, being on the stream.
Alright, so you're going to put all the pressure on me not to butcher names. So in P1 we got CRL J-Dunk, and then in P2 we got Beefy, Iceman follows, Black Stig in 4th, Red Devil 55 in 5th, Graham 23 6th, Carter OG in 7th, Warriors Ren in 8th, and then JK 2012 9th, Ardonk 2310, Galloway 4 in 11th, T-Pound in 12th, and I'm gonna kill this guy's name, but one
Praise
of the Williams in 13th. Oh,
Yes, praise the rum.
Wow, I can't read apparently. Raven in 14th.
I'm Blaze.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure.
Well, what is so frustrating about that part is that then the timer just comes on. You have about 30 seconds left to just call everything out.
Yep. That makes it kind of rough, but it's still fun nonetheless. So now here we are, moving on to Q2.
So this is the session where all of the strategy is going to be played with the different tire selections for the race.
And we can already see some of these guys switching over to mediums and just trying to decide what they're going to do here.
We got Iceman coming out on some softs from the looks of it, and if I'm reading the screen right. That is kind of interesting. I don't know.
No,
yeah, JK
he's still in the pits.
Is on softs as well, so.
I don't like softs for this track. I ran them myself, but I only did that because my teammate was going on softs. I'm sorry, my teammate was going on mediums. And yet we finished 3-4.
Yeah, so Red Devil and JK 2012 both are on the red soft tires.
Watching Chris Carter. Looks like he's not really trying to push it. Letting Raven go by. Do we have another driver? Yep, letting Beefy go by. Let me see if I can pull up this here track map. Oh, he's got a Renault coming up right behind him as well. He's going to let him go by. That would be Iceman.
So I have a question for you guys. For me, whenever the qualifying session starts, I don't really like to wait towards the end, and a lot of guys have different strategies on that. So do you usually wait towards the end of the session, or do you want to be one of the first guys out there to put out a hot lap?
I'll let Infinite lead with this one.
Yeah, I usually just go out first because I tend to sometimes invalidate my lap. So just to account for that, I do go out first and just get at least one good lap in to at least get a time on the board. Just to, you know, just in case I do later go out and push too hard and crash out, at least I had a time in. That's what I usually do.
I'm sitting around, I'm watching what kind of times people are putting in myself. I'll wait for the first few to pop up because I don't want to be the first one out there to get the fastest lap and then be like, oh crap, I'm in 8th place. So I want the perspective of what kind of lap I need to run, and then I'll ride it out.
No, this is because I haven't league raced that much on this game. One of my questions I always have is there an actual advantage to waiting towards the end of the session? Is track evolution actually a thing on online racing, or is that more of a mental thing?
I believe that there is a more of that than you want to believe. You know, like right here, I'm sitting here watching Warriors, and he's actually kind of still out on the track, just doing some tire warm-up stuff, you know, making swerves. Looks like he might, yep, he's definitely about to head on his outlap. I don't mind waiting because I want to see, I know I'm going to be in the midfield for the most part, to answer the question.
And with that, we do finally have one lap time posted there for our Red Devils. That's a 126.
With Jacob with a 127 shortly there behind him. Just about 1 second, a little less than a 1 second difference.
Now, if I remember correctly, from our race from Tier 2, I think the best time posted was a 126.1 during qualifying. I'm not sure if anyone gotten 125s. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, so it was JJ with a 126, 119 that he put in Q3.
Yeah.
Sitting there on board with Dunk Jr., aka our Dunk. Let's see what kind of lap he puts together. He is right at the cutoff zone. If he does not make it up, does not improve on this, he's going to be a little SOL. Looks like, looking over here at my sim dash, not giving me his time.
So Iceman, the first guy out there on mediums, he put in a 127.85. I think he might have to go back out there. I'm not entirely sure. If guys out, well, there's not that many guys on soft tires, so he might be okay. But it's going to be interesting to see where that lap time falls.
I think if I were him, I might actually go back out and do if I was him, because that's a 127.8. If it was a 126, maybe 0.8, I think I would be safe with it in there for going over to Q3. Yeah, sorry about that, Bowtie. I cut you off just a bit there.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm sitting here trying to follow a Dunk, and he's done moved from 11th to 13th. Graham has retired from the session, it looks like, in 11th place. So Dunk has everything but nothing to give. Or, I'm sorry, to lose. I think we saw a little bit of lockup. Is Dunk Jr. starting to run ABS off? Now, what assist do you guys run with? We'll lead with Infinite for that question.
Okay, yeah. So usually, what I'm doing right now, I'm actually running medium braking and no traction control, but I do have the ABS on. I've been fiddling just a bit with it at first when I got the game, but it's still a little bit hard for me, so I'm still running that. Also, I do run auto gears. Yeah, so that's about, just about my settings there.
That's right, you're on a pad too. What about you, JPR? Are you on a pad or a wheel?
Tonight I was on a pad. This being one of the tracks that I'm not more comfortable with, and it being
I'm
the
sorry.
really tight
I'm gonna
section.
shortly cut you off there. Dunk just made his way from 13th to 6th place. That is a honorable mention. Got to give it to him. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. That's kind of
totally
exciting to
fine.
see.
But my assists are usually I run medium traction control and ABS and automatic gears. For tracks that I'm more comfortable with, I will turn the traction control off. But here, with all the wheel spin you get in those slower speed corners, I had to have the traction control on.
Okay, I got you. I run medium traction control, no braking assist, and ABS on. I've been kind of playing around with having the ABS on. The smoking of the tires is what scares me. And here we have Warriors and Trevor down in 13th, 14th with Junior or J-Dunk in the cutoff. This is surprising to see. This is 3 drivers I did not expect to see in a cutoff with 7 minutes left to go.
Yeah, so originally I questioned if Iceman would have to go back out with that 127.85, but a lot of the guys behind him also ran on mediums, and they're not really in the same time. They're not really running the same times as him, so I think he might be safe with 6
Well,
minutes
and
to go here.
Dunk is the J-Dunk is the only one running softs right now. The other 2 are running mediums. Most of the field is running mediums, and so that's quite a bit different than tier 2, and it was kind of split between softs and mediums. Tier 1 seems more fed by mediums.
Yeah, I think in Tier 2, we only had 2 or 3 cars, and I was one of them that qualified on mediums. I think me and 2 of the Mercedes, we qualified on mediums. Everybody else chose to do softs.
Oh, and as you guys did, T-Pound just went into P7. Oh, now down to P8 with that lap.
Well done, sir. Like I said, one of those guys I did not expect to see down that low.
You still have Warriors out here.
And Jonathan Dunk, too. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied.
You know, some of these drivers, I know they do try to be out because they try to be a little bit dramatic with it. They're coming right down to the end of the qualifying session to put the fastest lap in. Warren just did a very fast, he did a purple sector too. Oh, and he just messed that lap up. That is it for that one.
He got an invalidation as well, didn't
Yep.
he?
Mm-hmm.
No chance of going back out on those mediums.
And I think he had a pretty good lap going, so he might just have to just throw some softs on and get out back in the next. He has just about over 5 minutes more to go here, just to at least advance.
Coming down to the wire here, so I think if you're not out now, you better get out there soon, because you probably won't get a second lap in, so you better make this one count.
Now, how do you guys do your laps? I mean, for me, I like to do my out lap nice and slow. Half of my lap after my out lap, I kind of like to still keep it easy, and then I start gunning down once I hit that halfway point, just to try to get that momentum. Usually run about 4 laps of fuel in qualifying. How's that apply to you guys? I mean, are y'all the same? I mean, do y'all run a different strategy?
Mostly I do. Well, I usually adjust my fuel a little bit when I'm going on the out lap. So I usually run I run the fuel in the lower settings just to save it a little, to save the tires a little bit. I don't know. I just feel like it saves the tire just a little bit as you do that. And just as I'm coming around the last 2 turns, I just put it right back up and go again to just do the hot lap. That's usually what I do with it. Just I do try to warm the tires up as much as I can though, getting around.
I'm very similar in that way. So, coming out of the pits, I want to try to take care of the tires as much as I can. I don't want to have worn tires at the start of my hot lap. I also turn the ERS in the engine down as much as I can to save it. You don't really have full control over the ERS like you did in the past game, so you want to try to save it as much as you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that is true.
Sitting here following along with Praise the Rum. Let's see if he can actually gain something up off of his 5th place finish.
I'm actually following him here too, just to see what he's gonna be doing.
I'm really curious to see what's going to go on from here on out. These are the tires we're all qualifying on.
This is where I get a little confused, because right now I think Praise the Rum, he's in 5th place at the moment, and it doesn't look like the guys below him really have the pace to probably beat him and knock him out. So why would he go back out there to put more laps on his medium tires he's probably going to race with?
Because I'm wondering if he doesn't think they've met that sweet spot yet. Because there is a sweet spot with your tires where you will be faster.
True, very true.
Some of us are willing to take that risk, some of us are not.
I see Warriors is on another outlap there. Still yet to put a time down here.
Uh-oh. This is going to have to be the one with 2 minutes left.
Definitely.
So, see what's going on with him. Warriors is just a guy we picked up in a random 5-lap lobby, as a matter of fact. And it's not like he found us on Facebook or anything else. We just kind of raced with him in a 5-lapper. Oh, it looks like he's trying to warm up his tires. He's going to give it all. I would really like to see what his tire temperatures are right now. He has got to get out of that bubble. I just realized we got Beefy in the bubble too. That is not normal.
Oh really? I actually didn't notice that until you called it out.
That really makes me wonder. Are these guys that are running on mediums right now that are outside the bubble?
I'm sorry, Bowtie. I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off here, Bowtie. But Warriors just did a purple sector 1 and a purple sector 2, and sorry, not Warriors, Black Stig, and he's in P2 right now. I'm not sure if he's gonna knock Red Devil out. But I was just following Black Stig around. I'm not sure how well he's doing on this one. Let's see.
Let's get around and watch him. Wow, look at that. 18 thousandths of a second difference.
Whoa.
Get back down here to...
That is so close. I honestly thought he was going to knock Red Devil out of P1 there, but that was extremely close.
I'm not sure where you're seeing where they're getting purple sectors. That all looks like green sector 1.
Okay, so usually, do you have your map on full, or is the mini map here? Let me see what my settings are on.
Mini map, but
I have the full track map on.
We're going on sector 2 right now. Let's see.
So this is going to be a pretty tight lap. I haven't seen anything flash purple for Warrens yet, so...
No. Neither have I. Nope. And we've got T-Pound in the bubble. Miles Galloway in the bubble. Raven in the bubble.
Warrens does pull himself from the bottom. He pulls himself all the way up to P9. That looks like it might be good enough. He just...
There is a good chance.
It just might, because we do have T-Pong and Galloway. They're all in the pits right now, so, and the session has ended, so I don't think anyone else is there to go.
So it looks like we're gonna lose Miles Galloway, T-Pound, and Raven in Q2. That's really disappointing, because I know that Miles and T-Pound are much faster drivers.
You know, it could just be the challenge of trying to set a fast lap on the mediums. I think a lot of people don't qualify or practice trying to qualify on medium tires, and to make that transition without any practice can really throw you a curveball.
No, absolutely. I had a hard time with mediums and softs earlier. Lasted more than 6 laps in my practice session.
Yeah, so
I think that's the end of qualifying 2 for us here, because I don't think anyone else is running. It's just the AI is running on track right now, I think. I'm not sure if Praise Rum is on a lap here going. I think he might be.
So as it stands right now, I guess I'll do the call off this time. We got Red Devil with a 126.75, Black Stig with 1800ths behind, Chris Carter 6.02, 6/10ths behind, and Jonathan Dunk 0.682 behind, Jacob 0.754. Iceman with a full second, 0.09. Praise the Rum with a 1.496, almost 1.5 seconds behind. But he got Warriors right up his gearbox with a 1.498. Next we got R Dunk with a 2.034. Miles Galloway with a 2.194 behind the leader. Trevor Pound 2.296 in 12th, and Raven with a 3.9 behind the leader. I think we've got quite the interesting lineup. Again, running it down from Red Devil all the way to Dunk, we got a 1.267. 1.2675, 1.2677. 12736, 12744, 12751, 12785, 12814, 128255, 128257, and a 128795. It looks like the bottom 5 actually have quite a close gap.
That does seem to be true.
Right,
yeah.
There's a second difference between the top 5 and the bottom 5.
So some pretty close times for the tier 1 guys.
I know if I was sitting here in tier 1 driving with these guys right now, I probably would have been cut out at this point. Praise all that is good for being in tier 2. I actually got me close to podium today.
Oh yeah, you did pretty good in the race today.
Yeah, didn't get much looks at your tail wing there, Infinite. I'm sorry, buddy.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna get to that pretty soon. I can't make any promises for Vietnam. I'm not that good at Vietnam, so I'm not gonna talk it up for that one. Maybe when we get to
Vietnam's gonna be very challenging.
But I think China and Netherlands, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how those tracks go. I do enjoy driving at China, and I've enjoyed driving at the Netherlands tracks so far since I've got the game. It's quite I call it a curvy track. To be honest with you, I just call it a curvy track, and I like it the way it is. I just love the angles of the turn. It's so much fun to drive.
It's like a roller coaster over there in Netherlands. But I absolutely hate China. Absolutely hate China.
Yeah, I feel like Zandvoort is probably as close as we'll ever get to running the old Monza with the high banking turns, sweeping into faster turning corners. So it's a lot of fun when you nail the corners right, but if you get your setup wrong, it can be a long day.
Oh man, and it's not even only that, but it's still just a tight track. I mean, you still have some, the barriers are still wide, but it still feels tight like you're driving Monaco. Especially
yeah, very
when you
true.
get extra cars on the track.
I'm actually pretty interested to see how that race is going to go though, because I have to do some more practice on it, because that final turn going down to the pit straight, I've had some trouble with it, but it's still been on the my team mode, you know. But I'm just interested to see how it's gonna handle on, you know, using the online cars. I did do a few laps with it before, just to, you know, see what it's like. It does seem a little bit different, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
All right, we got Iceman on his hot lap right now. What's he fixing to pull off? Slam it on down. Oh, and definitely needs that telemetry right now, so I know where he's sitting. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Is he gonna hit eighth? Yes, he will before he hits this next turn. Drop it down in third. Absolutely beautiful. Fifth. Get there, buddy. Iceman holding off a very, very well shifted track. I'm sorry, lap. Him and I both run the kind of the same setup as far as wheel and rig goes. A little bit of lock up on the right side there. Let's see what his first lap time is. He is in 8th, 5th, 4th. Right about now, 7th, 8th. Now, I don't know if you guys are following with this, but this turn of death right here, that is vicious, guys.
I fell victim to it in the race. I just barely clipped the right rumble strip, and I went for 360. So it's a tough corner. You want to try to get as close to that curb on entry as you can without going over it.
And of course we get Iceman with a 126.57. Devil following up with the 26.8. Yeah, no, I've got to play with my gears when I get around there. You guys say y'all run automatic, I run manual. I have to typically drop it down a gear because I feel like I start getting loose.
Wow, what a really, I'm sorry to cut you off, really fast lap by J-Dunk. A 125.92.
Wow, yes.
That was an excellent lap. He had all 3 sectors purple on that one. Yes, so Bota, if you have the track map as the full map there, when you see them going around, if they do a purple sector, the entire sector lights up as purple on the track. If it doesn't, it means that it wasn't purple. But I think it only happens when you have the full map on the screen there, so you'll be able to see it.
No, right. The mini map will give me the greens.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't notice that until now. This is only my second race to commentate, as far as you being a seasoned commentator, buddy.
It's all still new to me since I started with you guys, because I'll be honest, I've never actually done anything like this before.
Yeah, I've commentated before, but nothing on this game. Most of my commentating was on NASCAR games, which, if you know anything about the NASCAR games, they aren't that great, so it's hard to commentate. Telemetry is non-existent, and you're basically out there guessing. So this is really cool with the amount of information that you get to see with the guys on track.
Yeah, it is actually pretty interesting, yeah.
This is a lot more fun than driving, if I will admit myself. I mean, that's why I demoted myself down to tier 2. It was just so I could sit here and commentate these tier 1 guys. I mean, they're fast. I'm used to racing against them, man, but it's always a blast racing with them, and it's definitely a blast to hear and commentate.
Yeah, because
I'm here watching Dunk now taking first place. He's got provisional pole at a 125.924.
Yeah, just
he beat out Beefy.
Going off of the other sessions from Q1 to Q2, unless somebody was sandbagging, that's a really tough lap to beat. I don't really see someone going out there and beating that.
Well, we've got a pretty good chance of pretty good race here.
Yeah, I'm following Prix right now. He's in Sector 3 about to go around the final turn, but I'm not sure what kind of time he's about to put in, but let's see how close he can get to the guys up front.
Can he pull this off?
Right now, there is.
as Jacob is coming up on the end of his third sector.
So,
let's see where he goes.
Can it be 7-8?
We talked
Oh, he
about
goes
this
8.
earlier about our what we do before we start our hot lap. He might have not turned his ERS off during his out lap, and he probably ran out on that back part of the track.
There is a good chance of that. Yes, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, because that ERS does actually give you a significant, push forward when you're using it. So when it's on, so that could have been it.
I noticed that in our practice sessions today. It's crazy how much that ERS actually is involved in your time.
And we got Jonathan Dunk is on another outlap. I think he's just trying to secure that P1, the professional pole that he has there at a 125. He's the only 125. Speaking of that as well.
That is really interesting. So his first lap, he set the fastest 2 sectors. Black Stig, he set the fastest 2 sectors, and he only ran a 127.0. He continued for another lap and then set a 126.7. So I'm not too sure what's going on there.
I wonder if that's what we're going to be looking at for his pace. I mean, because, yeah, you can set a fast lap, but what's your pace actually going to put you at?
Right.
This is just setting off where you're going to sit on the grid. You know, I can put in a really good lap myself. Put myself up there in the top 10, but I cannot hold that pace of that lap. I don't know what it is. It's just I cannot pull that off. I'll cut my time down to 1 second for one lap. 1 second difference, and then I lose it after about 2 or 3 laps after that. So my pace is definitely not anywhere near my fastest lap.
So we got the top 3 cars back out on track. J-Dunk is leading them, followed by Beefy and Iceman. And J-Dunk just set a purple first sector.
Yeah, I'm following on board with him right here, right now.
And they are not but within 1/100th of a second. That's hard to say. Within 1/100th of a second. Say that 10 times fast. We've got Dunk at a 125.92, Beefy at a 126.321, and then Iceman at a 139.6.
Another
purple sector. Now this is gonna be interesting. Is he gonna just beat his own time?
It off? He's got 4 seconds to do it in. Can he get one more lap in? Nope, he cannot. Oh no, and he goes in the pit.
Oh.
Why did you pit, dude?
Oh man.
Why?
No!
I wouldn't have pitted.
That was so disappointing. Oh my god. Yeah, I honestly thought he was gonna do it.
Alright, so we're sitting here watching Beefy. Yeah, no kidding, right? I'm sitting here watching Beefy. What can he do? We got somebody sitting here watching Iceman as well? What kind of sectors are we pulling off? Can y'all tell?
Iceman's in the pits. Right now. Yeah.
So Beefy's the one out on track. Beefy and Warriors.
Warren's just invalidated his lap, so he's not gonna be making anything here.
I'm not seeing any purple sectors from Beefy. Well, there you go.
Purple sector.
Middle sector right there.
Oh
right
no!
On cue.
Is this gonna be what? Is this what's gonna beat Dunk out?
Oh man,
this could be interesting.
If he pulled over after 2 fast sectors and loses the pole, that's going to be hard to take.
Oh man, I sure as heck hope not. Let's see it.
Oh, and he does get it. He gets it.
Wow! Holy crap, y'all.
He's gonna be kicking himself for this one, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think if I were Dunk right now, I'd be sticking my head in the sand.
Oh man.
Oh, poor guy.
Are those guys teammates?
No, they're not.
No.
So one's the AlphaTauri and then the other one's the Red Bull, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Jonathan Dunk being the AlphaTauri. Oh wow!
Oh man.
What a Q2!
I mean, he had to know he set 2 fast sectors. There's no way he didn't know.
I'm not sure what happened. Did he somehow run out of fuel or something before he hit the finish line and just
It
decided
looked
to
like
go
he had
in? I'm
plenty
not
momentum
sure.
to keep going.
Yeah, everything looked
I
good.
don't
I don't know
know.
what happened.
Oh man, that.
My
But-
heart would be. I'd be crying right now.
Well, hopefully, if he makes it
Well-
onto the podium, we'll have a chat with him at the end of the session to see what happened there exactly.
And as you say that, here in a moment, guys, if we have our first safety car, we have some special interviews coming up. Let me see here. I want to make sure I get this in order correctly here. It looks like first safety car, we will have an interview from Iceman.
Yes.
Second safety car from Mr. Jonathan Dunk, and if we get a third, it's going to be from Blaze.
Alright, so.
We will be bringing drivers in for a interview during the race.
I am really interested. Looking forward to talking to J Dunk.
Alright, so I'll just call this one out. This is our top 10 starting, so it's gonna be Beefy in P1. Jonathan Dunk will be starting P2. Could have been a P1, we think, but we'll find out about that. So we got Iceman P3. Black Stick is gonna be P4. Red Devil 5th. Chris Card OG is gonna be 6th. Warrior is gonna be 7th. Jacob is gonna be 8th. R Dunk 9th, and Praise the Room is starting 10th with that Williams. So some pretty good times, 125 all the way to the 27. So let's see how well these guys do going on the first lap of the race.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting race.
I think we might have a serious battle between Beefy and Jonathan here.
Yes, absolutely. What I'm doing right now is I am sending those guys a invite to their party. What's going to happen is once one of these goes down, we're going to join that party, and I'll get you all invites when we get in there.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm really looking forward to interviewing these guys.
Definitely. I really want to talk to Jordan either way at the end of this race to, find out what happened. Because we were all just watching him doing that lap, and then he just went into the pits, man. Oh.
I'm really sad. My heart goes out to him, man. I mean, he had quite the chance there. Coming up on the end here, guys. Formation lap. See how it goes. Our pit strategy can vary here. I went on a 2-stop. What about you guys?
I actually did a 2-stop as well. I was thinking about that 1-stop, but I hadn't really had much luck with the hards in this game, to be honest with you. So I was worried about it. So I just decided to go. I was starting, I think it was 16th anyway. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna take a chance and do a 2-stop. So that was how I went with it.
I had a more dramatic, scenic race, so my tire strategy was all over the place. I think I ended up making 3 or 4 pit stops during the middle of the race, so I would have liked to make a 1-stop work.
Well, how about this? Did you guys know that McLaren is the only team to not collect a win here in Bahrain?
Honestly, didn't know that.
Since 2004.
No, that's a pretty long time. It's over a decade now.
Yeah. Vettel has the most wins with 4 wins in 2012, 2013, 2017, and 2018. Fernando Alonso is the first one to have 3 consecutive wins. 05, 06, and 10. And then Lewis Hamilton is tied with him right now. And it could have been another, could have given him the tied with Vettel for the most wins if they actually raced it this year. Lewis Hamilton won it in 14, 15, and 19. So
what a
this
record
track,
there, yeah.
is definitely one of those that's one to contend with. Even though it is actually considered the safest track in the entire schedule. And all that is due to the runoffs. This is one of the most open tracks we race, where we don't have to deal so much with the barriers on the side.
Very true.
I mean, all right, we're about to start off the Bahrain Grand Prix. The length of this track is 3.363 miles. If it's driven in a 100% race, it's 191.63 miles. Got 57 laps. However, today we are doing 91.815. As we sit here and watch these lights go out, how's this start going to be?
Oh, and Beefy got a better start.
Oh, Jay Dunk is coming up right up on him. Let's see, do we have any incidents into turn one? I don't see any. Do you?
Not as yet.
Red Devil got J Dunk into turn one.
Sitting here watching J Dunk. They are still pretty bunched up. This is looking quite tight.
Oh, dive by!
Oh, man.
Milling around!
Oh, that's going to change up the grid quite a bit. Black Stig moves up into third. J Dunk moves down to fourth, and Jacob down into fifth.
Oh,
moving
what a
up
start.
Iceman and T-Pound.
Oh, and J-Dunk does have a little bit of damage on that car they're going, so that's an end plate off right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and trying to go on the inside of Black Stig there.
It looks like Beefy's got himself some time to breathe.
Yeah,
So
I think J-Dunk yeah, he took the inside on turn 10 and 11, and he got the move done on Black Stig.
Jonathan moves up into third. He got himself a nice pass on Stig. Oh, Stig locks up.
Yeah, Stig has wing damage. His left end plate is missing.
Oh no, I see that now. Quite the interesting start to this race. Let's see what's going on in the backfield here. Looks like we got a Haas and a Williams fighting. It is... Oh, we've got a Williams going into the pits. Already, guys, we don't even have a safety car, and this is changing it up. Raven is up in fourth. Raven as a reserve and a McLaren up in fourth place. Wow. Let me see here.
My telemetry is way off.
Yeah, the first two laps on any start on the online races, the telemetry in terms of who's where, in terms of position, yes, goes way off right now. Codemaster still has not fixed this issue yet, so we gotta just, and Mercedes just spun. I think that was JK, that was Jacob, he spun out, yeah.
Yes, Jacob spun. What an interesting 2 laps to start this race.
So at the front, we got Beefy with a 2.5 second lead over Red Devil, followed by J Dunk, who has damage, and then Iceman with Chris Carter right on his tail.
Yeah, Chris Carter is getting pretty close going down here.
Let's check back here on Jacob to see what's going on. Oh, it looks like he's getting a little loose there. I don't know if he's burnt up his tires or got spin out or not. Dropping 4 places. Black Stig, oh my goodness, he is down here at 10 places behind with a 15-second difference. Poor guy, man. Jacob is pitting. Let's see what he's going in for. Imagine a wing. Yep, wing, tires. He's going on the hards. Can he make these last?
I think that might be the plan for him there.
You're gonna watch Dunk losing a place behind Red Devil with a 2.7-second difference. Something tells me this is gonna be much like our race, where it's gonna be the midfield that is gonna be the most interesting to watch.
That might be true.
It looks like it. We got our Dunk right up onto Trevor's gearbox, and Galloway trying to stay on top of our Dunk's gearbox. Blazed as well. Raven down here in 10th. Last of points.
I'm actually quite surprised we haven't had a safety car or a virtual safety car here as yet.
Well, just like our race, we didn't have. Oh, we have a pass coming up on Blaze. Oh, nope. He was thinking about making a pass on Miles. It didn't happen. Well,
it might be going down the straight. He has DRS on Blaze has DRS on Galloway going down the straight, and he's going for a move here now. I think he should comfortably get this done, unless
he
there's some outbreaking. Oh,
and with a faster tire too, nonetheless.
I think there was just some minor wheel contact going into that turn, but I think they're good going. And we got Raven. Yeah, we got Raven on Galloway still right now.
Two seconds behind, but it looks like Graham is staying on the gearbox. We're trying to stay on the gearbox, Raven. Still a full second behind.
Graham ran a little wide there, and Warrior Run is going to take the position.
And Beefy is gone.
Yeah. So with his tire selection, his strategy that he's on, and the lead that he has, I mean, it's looking pretty good for him right now. The last thing he wants is a safety car.
Definitely true.
Red Devil doesn't even seem to barely have him in his view. I mean, Beefy looks just like a dot in his point of view. But Dunk is still on the heat for Red Devil.
I got Galloway getting on the rear end of Raven right now. Both going down the pit straight. I'm not sure. I think Galloway might be going for a move. He does have DRS. Yep.
He also had his overtake on. Nice clean pass. In second, third, fourth, fifth. Looking pretty clean. And from the looks of it, Raven is trying to fight back. Can Galloway keep him off?
I'm surprised J-Dunk is still out there with that damage on his wing, and he's actually gaining on Red Devil. He's on the slower tire, and he has damage, and he's still catching the guy in front of him. So that just shows the pace that he has.
Yeah, no, Jonathan is quite the guy that can push, and he definitely learns how to adapt and overcome. As he's using his overtake, just let go off of it.
I might have Warriors trying to make a move. Oh, and he does go for it already. He does get a move done on Raven. Heading off for Galloway there now.
Alright, so we got J-Dunk with DRS on Red Devil. See if he takes a dive here. He's going to try to go on the outside the long way around. Wheel contact there. But he's close enough right here down this straightaway. I think he'll get him going into this next corner.
There might be some outbreaking going. Yeah, no, he's gonna hold it there.
Really?
Oh, we got R Dunk 23 with a 3-second time penalty.
He's just looking for that spot. Maybe can he get him on this next straight? I'll put money on the fact that as soon as we get around this next turn here, we are gonna put that overtake on and attempt to make a pass and get that second place.
Oh, J-Dunk is
Oh.
about to get DRS.
There he
Yeah,
goes.
and
DRS
overtake.
slot
There it is.
open.
And Devil is holding them off pretty well.
I think when you get that close, that wing damage is definitely hampering him being able to close that position up.
Well, the fact that he's still staying right up on the back end of Red Devil. Are we? What's going on with Beefy?
What?
Oh,
Beefy was off track there.
I think he went off track a bit.
He has massive wing damage on the right side. He's going into the pits.
Oh man, and he was leading this race
See, can I get a
comfortably
lick?
too.
Yeah, right side. He has no end plate. Wow.
He might have just lost the back end around that turn there, because if you touch that curb, it does throw you off just a bit. I'm not sure if that's what happened with him.
Sitting here
Curb
following
hopping.
with Trevor. T-Pound and back in third. He definitely does not have Iceman in his sights. Oh, this is nice to see CRL leading the top three.
There we go.
CRL, for our viewers, when you see CRL in our PSN, that we are stewards. We put a lot of work into this league, and we're very glad to have every one of these folks that are joining us racing. We hope we've made it quite enjoyable for every last one of you. That's what we're racing for here, is for you guys, for the audience, for the people we have in the league.
Oh, and we have, I think it's Raven, Graham, and Red Devils pretty close together going here. And Red Devils is going for a move. But yes, they're going into turn 10, just trying to trail break himself, just going with Graham there.
With Graham there.
Now turn
That's a
11
pretty
is
good
really
record.
is a really bad spot to try and do an overtake. I've
Yeah,
never
this
done an
trio-
overtake on that one yet.
This trio of 7th, 8th, and 9th, I think, is going to get pretty interesting when we get back on that
Yeah.
front straightaway with DRS.
Red Devils just went.
3 wide
he's-
down the
yeah.
straightaway there.
He just went past both of them.
He
Oh.
said,
We still got
"Excuse me,
Beefy
pardon me, coming through. Get out of my way." Red
Oh
Devil up
no!
to 7th.
Did we just have
Oh.
Raven spin?
Raven spun.
And did he take? Oh, and he
He
took
took
Graham
Graham
out with
with
him.
him.
Oh, there was
Oh,
some contact
no.
going around that turn. I'm not sure what happened going around the final turn there.
I think one of the cars drove it in too deep there, and
Yeah,
Jeff
there might
hit the guy up.
someone just lost a little bit because of the contact and just two of them spun.
Black Steak sitting up here in 8th place, trying to make up his 4th place loss. Now, if I remember right, nobody here has pitted yet. Oh, no, we have Red Devil, Beefy, Stig, Carter, Praise the Rum, Dunk Jr., Warriors, and Jacob that have pitted. That's right, because, oh no, we got a little slidey there with Black Stig on that hairpin turn.
Got some close gaps going down at the back right now. I can also see Red Devil is under a second behind Galloway there. Oh, Ardunk is pretty close to Praise the Rum.
Yeah, he's
Trying to
been
make
lining
that
him up
pass.
the last couple laps here, or last couple corners. He is in DRS range, so I think all the two cars, 13th and 12th, are in DRS range. So I think Raven might be a sitting duck down the straightaway.
Definitely, because both of them are going to get DRS going.
And there goes Praise the Rum on Raven. And he might lose another one down this next straightaway. He dove it in there pretty deep into turn 1.
He's going to have a run going down this straight here now. Taking the inside, and let's see if he can actually keep that.
That's good heads-up racing there by Raven. He gets a little loose, too,
Yeah.
on the exit. Alright, so we do have the front heating up there a little bit. It looks like Iceman started to close in on J-Donk. I think that tire wear and the front wing damage is starting to show.
Actually,
They're
it might
definitely within a
because
second.
because Iceman has no damage, so
Yeah.
he's gonna be pushing it as much as he can right now.
That gap was around 2.5 seconds 2 laps ago. It's down to 1.05, so he's almost in DRS range. Depending on how he gets through this middle sector, he might be able to get him down that middle straightaway.
Right
This
along
is-
here with
yeah.
Iceman, it looks like he is trying to stay on the gearbox of Dunk. Just trying to make up those few extra 10/100ths.
He wasn't close enough this time, but we'll see what he does around the back part of the track.
But Jonathan putting on some excellent driving here, though. I mean, with that broken wing, I mean that's only going to be yellow, but still, I had a yellow wing in our race, and it was just a little bit difficult around some of these turns. So for him to be driving this well and keeping Iceman behind him, I actually got to say that's actually pretty good. But I'm not sure how
Well,
much longer he can do it.
He's keeping it up with everybody in the top 3 still having the same tires from race start. The only person that's changed out is Red Devil, so Red Devil's going to have a pretty good swap. So will Beefy. Once these guys decide to pit, I'm thinking Beefy might still have a top 3 finish, being only 2 laps on his hard. Let's see, what is it? About an average 20 seconds per pit stop?
I think I average about that. And Iceman has DRS going down this straight. But I don't think he's close
Okay,
enough.
so-
No, he's not.
If Jonathan Dunk were to pit right now, that would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That would put him back in 7th or 8th place. Which would put Iceman back in 8th or 9th, and Trevor back in 10th or 11th.
I think at this point for Jonathan Dunk, considering he has damage and he's able to still be out there in first, leading the race, and hasn't made a pit stop yet. Once he makes his pit stop, I think he's going to be sitting in a good spot.
Now, what do you think? Is he going to go soft or is he going to go hard? What would you do right now?
I think with his speed, I would go to hards just to be safe and run it out to the end. I think if you take softs here, you'd probably have to make another pit stop. I don't think the softs would make it another 18 laps.
No, that's something I fought with myself. Is if I was going to put on softs, I went soft, medium, soft, and if I was going to try to run softs, it'd be less than 10 laps. I don't think he has that option.
So, seems like the pit window is open for our front two here. See if one of these guys duck into pit road this next time by.
Looks like Dunk could be losing time on Iceman. We're talking half a second difference.
Yeah, he is starting to lose just a little bit of time now. Also, I just do that and not risk losing so many positions.
We got FIFA gaining distance up on Red Bull right now. Or, I'm sorry, on Red Devil, not Red Bull. Oh, FIFA just went off track.
He seems to be
Still kept it
struggling
straight.
a bit with this track for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. This is there's several drivers here that are a lot lower than I expected them to be.
I'm just enjoying this real methodical race that Iceman's running. He's being real patient, just waiting for the right opportunity to pass J-Dunk. He knows he has damage. They're on the same pit strategy, so he's just waiting for the right opportunity. I think they're both
of them
ducking into
pit.
pit road here, too. So with that wing damage, Iceman's probably going to be your leader coming off of the pit lane.
There's a very good chance of that.
Yeah, so we got a wing change.
Yeah, we got a wing change, so Iceman goes out front.
And Trevor does not opt to pit.
Very, very, very methodical racing by Iceman. That's probably why he didn't push the issue, because you get that information from your engineer that the car in front of you has damage, so he knew he didn't have to push the issue.
And I'll tell you, I can almost guarantee that Iceman and Trevor are in complete communication right now. Probably sitting in their own party. There's a 10-second difference between first and second. Renault is trying to hold this down. Oh,
Red Devil just went past. Yeah.
Just sneaks in. These are the situations that drive me crazy the most. You're wanting to be up on them, you're wanting to be close, but these turns, the braking points can be ridiculous. So it makes it harder to pass.
So Trevor is about 10 seconds out in front right now. He's going to have to pit pretty soon here as well. So it's going to be interesting to see where he comes out.
He's still gaining time though. Is it a 10-2, 10-3?
Yeah,
with a 20-second difference.
He's benefiting from Iceman being behind Red Devil, but I think once Iceman clears Red Devil, that time is going to drop down. I would be totally surprised if TP.
I think Chris Carter is pretty close to someone here, and that's Galloway. He's about to make a move on. He might be waiting to get onto the pit straight to do it.
Well, looks like we lost Dave here.
He might have gotten disconnected. I think he should be able to get back on. Yeah, he has joined again.
Back in here. Watching Haas go through the pits.
So Red Devil and Iceman just about half a second between the two of them. Actually pretty close, really close right now.
Here we are almost halfway through the race, and still no safety car.
That is quite surprising. Not even a VSC so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iceman's probably a little upset with Red Devil right now because he held him up and allowed Beefy to catch back up to him. So.
Yeah, for sure. Beefy is right behind them as well, so it's a three-way battle right now for P1.
We got a retirement from the race.
That was JK.
Jacob.
He did get quite a few penalties and handed out to him, so I was wondering if he was going to get to the point where he'll be disqualified for too many penalties.
I think we're about to see him move. Beefy's going to put on to Red Devil.
This is going to be interesting though, because I think Red Devil is on a different strategy from Iceman and Beefy. And Jonathan is on fresh hards right now, so I think he's going to be breaking that gap down pretty soon. Oh, we got Beefy going, and he went for a move into turn 11, which is not an easy one to do, and got it done.
Yeah, Beefy wanted to clear Red Devil because J Dunk is coming.
Oh no!
On those fresh
Oh,
hards.
Graham has gotten disconnected.
We just lost Graham. Let me make sure I can get him an invite. Make sure you can come back.
This is going to be an interesting battle here to follow out front with these guys. I got to say the top four at least, because you can't count John out of this. Because he just got the gap down to under 2 seconds, so he's definitely catching Red Devil right now.
Now, like you pointed out earlier, Red Devil is definitely on a different strategy. So I'm imagining he started on the soft tires and then went to the mediums. It's going to be interesting to see if later in the race, when he makes that pit stop for his softs again, I would imagine, will he be able to track these guys down on their old hard tires?
Definitely, I want to see what's going to happen there.
I guess, what do you think? Is he going to try to pull it off for the next 5 laps? Bring it down to less than 10 laps to come out on the softs, or what do you think there?
I don't know. He doesn't really seem like he's losing too much time to them, but you also don't want to wait till the last minute, because if you don't give yourself enough laps, then it's a moot point. So
that is correct, because he's going to need enough time just to catch up with the softs and just make as much overtakes as he can to get back up there.
I'm imagining he's going to pit sometime soon.
I'm thinking he's probably keeping that pit stop for maybe lap 18 or 19. I'm thinking 19. And then run softs right up to the end. He's going to want to push them, see how far he can just go with them.
So now that Beefy cleared Red Devil, he closed the gap down to Iceman pretty quick. It's down to 0.6.
Watching Jonathan here, he's up on the gearbox of Red Devil.
Yeah, he is so close to him. He's just looking for a gap to just go on right now.
I know if it were me, I'd get around this corner and smash the overtake.
But he's going to have DRS. He already has the overtake on. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Red Devil has his overtake on too. He doesn't have much left though. He's down to 3%.
Red Devil cutting off the line.
Yeah, J-Dunk he just had to hold back just a little bit on that one there. I think he just geared down just extra just to save it.
And he had to brake a little bit harder than he wanted to.
I am pretty sure Red Devil is going to pit here. The tires are obviously gone. There's no point in staying out there once you lose the position.
Well, what's that going to happen once Jonathan gets
fast?
So he can pit.
But no, Red Devil didn't pit.
Red Devil does not pit.
Oh, we got a Beefy closing in on Iceman again. Down to half a second.
Yeah, I'm having a look at that right now to see what's happening here. As Beefy gets DRS.
Oh, he's swerving. Trying to break the draft so he doesn't tow up on him.
Ooh, back down here watching Carter trying to catch up on Black Stig. Back here on the fight for 5th and 6th. It looks like we could have Trevor coming up and trying to find a move. He is gaining quite a bit of time up here on 6th place.
And Blaze and Ardunk are going at it here, just switching positions for at least 3 times already.
Chris Carter goes wild. Does T-Pound, yes, Trevor actually gets the overtake taken care of because Chris Carter went just a little crazy on the outside.
Yeah, so T-Pound has the freshest tires of the guys in the top 10, so he probably wants to get through these guys as fast as he can to regain touch with the top 4.
The only person that has the fresher tires would be Jonathan Dunk and Iceman. It looks like Trevor has 3 lap old tires, and Jonathan Dunk and Iceman have 5 lap old tires.
Oh, and Red Devil pits.
Yeah, I think T-Pound eventually will net gain all the way back up to 4th place with Red Devil and Black Stig pitting. So
I don't think I could argue that at all. Looks like we might have a Red Bull Renault finish here. It looks like Beefy's might have to figure something out. He's on 11 lap old tires.
And there's still just over 10 laps more to go, so can he really push it that far? This is going to be an interesting one. I mean, he can try too, but I'm not sure if he's going to make it all the way there.
He's making a move down on Iceman. He's diving into the inside there. Whoa, will to will up the hill.
Oh, Iceman gets that.
He's still gaining the same distance. Still gaining. That's the one thing I like about hards. Is after time, they start to feel better. What is Iceman doing? I thought he was trying to give over the position.
Yeah, he did come to the other side of the track and then go back.
I think he's just trying to break the draft so the guy doesn't toe up on him.
It could be. Yeah, because he keeps doing it.
Be careful on that.
Yeah, that could be rough. And looks like it may have possibly hurt him.
Oh, BV is just on his tail and has DRS. It's going to be a...
BV's got the DRS and the overtake. Does he
outbraking?
Totally
Yep.
dive bomb? Yes, he does. Iceman is just trying to find his way past him now.
With the fresher tires on Iceman, I think he might be able to keep close with him here.
Yeah.
6 laps, fresher tires, so during this slow part of the track, you would imagine Beefy has a little bit less traction than Iceman.
He should, and I think Iceman is just going to put a little bit of pressure on him and just hope that, you know, maybe he makes a mistake again and just loses that lead again.
We do have a slower car up in front, Raven in the McLaren, so hopefully he clears way and don't hamper the leaders too much.
I think he should be ghosted, but he is going to the side of the track. Yes, he did do that.
Yeah, he should ghost. I'm sitting here watching Chris Carter trying to gain some kind of time up here on Trevor. Just trying to get in the top 4.
Here we go again.
Iceman has DRS.
Be able to get the run on him. He doesn't have as much overtake.
But he might try a dive bomb, maybe just try to outbreak him going into turn 1. No, he doesn't do it.
Was running overtake.
I don't think he... Yeah, I don't think Iceman wanted to take the chance.
Yeah, Iceman has more overtake than Beefy, so we'll see if he can pull it off here.
This is definitely a time where you're trying to be cautious about your move.
Yeah.
About your shifting.
And it did look like J-Dunk did duck into pit road for a fresh medium, so
yep.
T-Pound is all the way back up to 3rd place. And I'm pretty sure he'll be able to run it to the end.
Yeah, he's not but on 6 lap hard, so he should be fine. We might be, depending on what happens with Beefy here, depends on what our top 3 finish are going to be.
Yeah. Will Beefy be able to run that many laps on those hard tires?
I also have Blaze, Warriors, and J-Dunk here. Pretty close together. That's going to be a battle for 7th.
Let's check that out here real quick. Looks like more of the battles between Dunk Jr. and Jonathan Dunk.
Iceman's close now. Down to 2
and J-Dunk just got a move done on our Dunk.
Yep, he does. Yeah,
he's sailing it in.
That's 2 brothers right there. That's some good racing.
Iceman and Beefy wheel to wheel here through turn 1.
Iceman takes it.
Yeah, but he...
And they're back to wheel to wheel.
He passed him just as the DRS detection zone, so Beefy was able to keep the position with DRS.
Sure does look like a good weekend for Red Bull. I drive for Red Bull. Red Bull got 3-4 in our race, and then Red Bull got 1-5 in the real race. I'll take it.
This is looking really good. These guys are racing really hard, but giving each other a lot of room.
Yeah, it's some very clean racing happening as well here, you gotta say, because They do get pretty close to each other, but no damage, no contact as yet from the two of them.
No safety car. This is something that CRL, Can-Am Racing League, prides ourselves on. Is we want clean drivers. We don't want safety cars.
Alright,
And
so
this is a perfect example of it.
Beefy is starting to open up a little bit of a gap on Iceman.
Yeah,
But
he
can
is
keep
trying.
it up
Yeah.
like you said with those older tires.
I mean, those tires are
Yeah,
14 laps now.
That's what it's going to come down to. Can Beefy stretch it to the end on these old hard tires?
Make that 15 laps now.
We got 6 laps left. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep. We also have Carter on 15 lap all hards as well. So, and he's running in P3 right now.
How about Blaze out there on 32 lap old mediums?
Really?
Really?
I'm just
Yeah.
now
Now
seeing
that now that is interesting. Does it to now that's
Wow.
that is something we might have to have a look at the end because the race is only 29 laps.
I wonder, does he just have that? Does he really just have that kind of like that pace where he's keeping his tires safe? I mean,
It's possible that he put on some scuffs. That's possible that he put on tires that he qualified with, maybe.
yeah. Could be another one of those timing glitches. And look at the battle that's going on in front of him between Warriors and Dunk Jr.
Iceman closing
Warriors
the gap
has a
back down
lead.
again. It's back down
Less than
4:10.
half a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gap out front still is it's on the point 3 going. It just
Iceman had to cool his tires down because he got a little heated when they battled.
Oh,
DRS
and
open.
Iceman is still
oh
gaining
he's
distance.
gonna go for it now.
There he goes.
Oh, we got 2
Sailing
battles
inside.
going on.
Oh man.
I'm sitting here watching Dunk Jr. trying to take Warriors on for 7th place. Both. Oh, can he make it?
This is gonna be really close. I don't know, man. Beefy has to be doing a really good job saving those tires and battling for the lead because J-Donk was out there on mediums a couple of laps fresher than Beefy and he had to pick, so
I mean,
I'm not
Ardon just
sure.
got DRS, but he's just not close enough as yet to get a move done on that.
Looks like we got Iceman trying to figure out how he's going to make a pass on him.
there you go again.
I think I need to get back down here to the Dunk Warriors battle. Miles with a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, so guys, I think Bowtie probably knows this. The most interesting thing I look at the end of a race when I'm streaming is how the penalties play out down at the end, because it does usually affect a lot of the guys in the race in terms of positions. Because some of these guys, they race so close to each other that just a simple 3-second penalty can cost you a podium here.
Iceman just got it done on the front straightaway to get past Beefy, but
Oh,
Beefy
and Beefy's
throws it
going.
in there really deep into the corner.
I think Iceman has it going out. Yeah.
Yeah, Beefy has DRS again, so he's probably gonna regain this position if he throws it in there deep.
Oh, he's gonna keep it behind Iceman for now. But he's running out of laps here, so they're gonna have to really think about what they're doing. And those tires are getting pretty old on him now.
Alright, let's see if I can pull up the race director and give you a rundown here. Incidents.
Oh, and Beefy is about to get DRS. Just after turn 10. But I don't know if he's gonna try and pull a move on this one. He's not close enough to do it as yet. He's gonna have to keep it for the pit straight.
Dunk Jr. has a 3-second penalty. Blaze has a 3-second. Blaze has a 5-second.
Yeah, I think
That appears to wrap up. Or no, wait. Blaze
Oh.
has a 10-second.
And Black Sig just went past Ardunk. Locking up just a
Miles
little bit,
is a
but he got it
3.
done.
Blaze has another 3.
J-Dunk went past T-Pound.
I did not see any of these top 3 having any kind of penalty.
Oh, and Beefy dive bombs it.
Wow.
And he gets it done.
What a
Oh,
movement.
Iceman is coming back.
Iceman pulled it off, and he couldn't keep it.
We have a safety car for our first safety car, guys. Oh, I think that was an incident with T-Pound. Something happened with T-Pound.
Wow. Okay, so...
Yeah, T-Pound's car is on the side of the track just before the final turn there. I'm not sure what happened with him.
This just made everything
Oh,
a
but
lot more interesting.
Beefy got that
because-
move done just in time, just as the safety car popped up, so Iceman couldn't go back and get past him.
Yeah, so with Red Devil and J-Dunk out there on fresher medium tires, it's going to be really interesting to see if they can make a move on these front two with these old mediums on.
I definitely think that this is the point where you drop in the pits and you get your soft.
I mean, they are up far enough where they could actually come in for softs and not lose position. If I was Iceman, I would definitely come in for soft tires. Yeah, they got a 32-second lead on third place, so I would duck
They have
in
more than enough
and get my
time,
soft.
yeah.
I would
Yeah.
get my soft tires to have the advantage. But
Iceman
sometimes
trying to keep his tires warm in the back there.
Yeah, he is.
Whoa!
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 Going off track. But let's see
Sometimes-
let's see what he's gonna do here.
Beefy's definitely gonna pit. Yeah, they both
Yeah,
pit.
they're
Cool.
both pitting. Oh, so this
Yeah.
is gonna be interesting going down to the end because they're both gonna be on softs going for this one.
That,
So
I'm not sure about that. Is it possible we can get Iceman online with us here? I'm not sure if that's possible at the moment.
I'm working on it right now, buddy.
If you can, that's okay because he's in a heated battle here right now. Yeah.
No. Hang on, let me work on that. This is wow.
I think we should hold off on that. Let them finish it out. They're in a heated battle right now.
Well, no, he was actually the first up to be interviewed if we had a safety car.
Okay.
We've got 3 different drivers set up to be interviewed if a safety car comes out. And at 27 of 29, I think we might be finishing this race off with maybe 1 lap.
I think it's going to be 1 lap. It's going to be 1 interesting lap, though. I'm not sure what's going to happen. These guys drive pretty well. Oh, I think we have Iceman.
Iceman's gonna have to go talk to his teammate about that safety car there, because this puts him in a tough spot.
Yeah, we can hear you, Iceman. Yeah.
Hey, whoa, guys, we got Iceman in here. So how's this race going for you, buddy?
Man, it's been a battle with FIFA. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, this has been quite the race to watch.
Yeah, we've been following it.
How were those hards lasting you? Was
They were
that doing
feeling
all
really
right?
good, actually. I was only about 25% there when the safety car came out, and I put those on, I think, around 12, so... no, I was ready to go to the end, but oh well.
Iceman, your PlayStation name says it all, man. You've been cool, calm, and collected the whole entire race. How do you think you're gonna get around this guy?
I don't know. I've been obviously saving up everything I got here, and I'm just gonna let him have it. We're pretty equally matched, and I've raced with him quite a bit, and we'll see. Because there's probably not gonna be any DRS, so I'm gonna have to really
Iceman.
pull some hats out of the bag.
Not to cut you off
I gotta
there,
go
bud,
back.
but you got your ERS on. You might want to.
Yeah, I was about to tell him the same thing. he might want to hold on to some of that.
Oh, I can't do that. It won't let me turn it off.
Wow.
Damn.
All right, man. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
I think they're going green here.
Let's hope so. Praise the Rum gets a 3-second.
Oh man, Beefy jumped out to a pretty big lead on him.
Alright, so let's see.
Alright, so
But Iceman has
he
Red Devil
jumped
to worry about now, too.
Beefy jumped out to a big lead on Iceman.
Let's check and see what this battle looks like between Iceman and Red Devil.
J-Dunk just got a
7 seconds.
3-second penalty.
Oh
So
no,
that's gonna
really?
compromise his
And
fourth
J-Dunk
place.
is trying to get a move done on a Red Devil, but oh, and he goes wide.
I just saw that myself. No,
But they're
and he gets
still
a
going,
pass.
yeah. He still gets it done.
You got that overtake button smashed.
Yeah, that safety car was untimely for Iceman.
I think Black Stick might be getting a move done on Graham here as well. He's trying to line him up. Oh, locking those front wheels. Oh, that might have lost flat spot that tire just a little bit, but he's still going.
He still pulled off that overtake though.
Oh, and Beefy just made a gap of over 1 second, 1.1 seconds, 1.2 seconds now off of Iceman.
Just gaining distance, ain't he?
Yeah, Beefy was fast on those softs, so that safety car really wasn't to the advantage of Iceman. And then with J-Dunk with that 3-second time penalty, if
Oh,
Red
we got a
Devil
purple
keep
sector
it-
from Dunk in 3.
If Red Devil can keep it within 3 seconds of J-Dunk, J-Dunk actually won't have the podium position. It'll go to Red Devil.
As we go into the final lap of this race, guys, it has been one interesting race, you got to say though. Too bad we lost T-Pong and Jacob in this race.
Alright, let me get these invites sent out to Beefy, Iceman, and J-Dunk.
Who are our potential top 3 right now, as we go on the final lap here. But we'll keep an eye on that as you get those invites sent out.
It's done. Oh!
J-Dunk is getting a little close to Iceman, but I'm not sure if he has enough time to get a move done here.
Coming out of
there
that
enough
hairpin,
track?
Oh,
J-Dunk
and he has to
actually
break a
made
little
some
extra
contact
there.
with Iceman.
J-Dunk did get the 3 seconds on top of Red Devil. That is good for him.
Yep. Which means he will hold that professional P3 for now, but let's see as it goes down. Coming up to the final corner for these guys now.
Oh, we just lost Trevor.
Oh. And Beefy goes across the line P1.
And the fastest
Iceman,
lap of the
yep.
race.
Iceman got P2, J-Dunk got P3.
127.
Oh, and Red Devil
was.
took P3 away from
Red
J-Dunk.
Devil takes
Red Devil
P3.
took it. Oh.
Wow!
He takes
Yeah,
P3. That's a penalty
so-
playing out as that.
J-Dunk must have had more than a 3-second time penalty, because Red Devil was way back there.
Alright, yeah, he had to have. Let me see if I can pull up Red Devil here. off my
Probably
phone.
had 2 3-second penalties.
Wow. I am trying to find Red Devil on my friends list right now to send him an invite to the party.
Now that was one heck of a race. We did have so much of an interesting Q3 session, and then this race it went all the way from the start to the end. We had some battles going on, even in midfield.
It is a
This
little
was
bit of a
quite-
bummer, because I did want to ask J-Dunk about that thing he did there in qualifying.
Yeah, I know.
Do one of you guys have a
Oh, and
Red
Graham
Devil
gets
in your
driver of the
list?
day.
Hello.
How you going, Beefy?
Good, good. I got lucky.
That was quite the race, buddy, man. How did you pull that off?
Well, my tyres they were on like 60% when I saw there was a pit stop behind me. I kid you not, about 10 seconds before the safety car come out, I was pitting for softs anyway to get past this lap. And it come out, so yeah.
So it just
Nice
worked. That
one.
safety car just worked in your favor regardless, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, I weren't, my tyres were a lot older. I weren't overtaking again, I don't think.
What
good
happened
race.
earlier in the race to make you lose the lead and get that wing damage?
Just spawned, didn't I? Chucked me, I was really lucky, I thought my race was over. The speed was going
I was
into it.
wondering if you lost it by maybe one of the wheels touched that curb going around that turn. Maybe I know usually guys lose it there. I'm not sure if that's what happened though.
I've never lost it there, but yeah, it's a
Yeah.
first, but yeah, that's what happened.
All right. Anyway,
Well,
it was a good
buddy.
race. Yeah.
And here we get to hear from our first place driver, Beefy. Let's see if we can get Iceman in here for an interview.
Yeah, man. Beefy, you got pole, you got the fastest lap, and you got the win. On paper, it looked like it was a pretty straightforward race, but it was anything but. So, congratulations on overcoming that, man.
Thank you.
Good race, bud, man. It was a joy to watch and commentate on.
Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun to follow.
I enjoyed that battles a lot. Good battle.
Good evening, sir. Let's see if we can get Iceman or Red Devil in here for an interview as well. Both have invites. See what happens.
Oh, and we have Iceman.
Iceman!
What's up?
Iceman, how did the final lap work for you? Because Beefy did gain just over a second and just kept gaining on you there. So how did that safety car actually play out for you? Would you say it just gave you just a bit of a disadvantage there in catching up to him?
Yeah, it really ruined my race. I knew he was fast on the softs from his quali pace, and I was feeling really, really good on those hards. We were having some great battles, but that did it for me.
He actually just told us that regardless safety car or not, he was actually intending on pitting that lap.
I had to because I couldn't risk a puncture and lose everything. So, yeah, I was saying I need a safety car, and then I didn't think my tyres were just gone. They were on like 65% by that point. Still
Well,
4
that
laps
makes
to
me more
go.
sad.
I know. I was taking P2 and fastest lap. That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, because
we were...
you guys were P1, P2, and you had enough time to go in and do a pit stop and not fall back to P3 or worse. Yeah.
Right.
While we were watching the race, you had at least 6 laps older tires, so we were waiting to see if you were actually going to pit or try to run out to the end.
My plan was to the end, and then don't know. I just saw the gap.
Can't say I blame you. I would have taken it too.
I think you're gonna have to go talk to your teammate about that untimely safety car there at the end, man.
Oh, I know. I'll have to see what happened between him and J Dunk. I heard some stuff on the team chatter on the radio, so we'll have to see what happened there.
Double in here yet.
Honestly, though, watching the two of you go wheel to wheel for probably 6 or 7 laps in a row was really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good fun. Good stuff.
Definitely highlights to the stream.
I'll have to give it a watch, but for now, it's 2 in the morning, so I best be off.
Alright, man,
Well,
good
you have a
race.
good night, sir. That was a good race, buddy.
Alright, guys. Good race.
And yous. Thank you.
Take your race, man.
Bye-bye.
That was good. It was a good battle with you and Beefy there. It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
So it looks like we do not have Red Devil joining us this evening for a post-race interview.
Unfortunately, not. I guess that should be it then, because I'm not sure if anyone else has him to try to get him on, but I'm not sure where he is at the moment. But anyway, we
Well,
still
I would
got
like
to talk to the two of them.
I would like to thank... Go ahead, JP. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, no, I was just going to give up the closing arguments here.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Well, I want to thank every one of us, everybody that viewed this the stream, and want to thank CRL and all the drivers for making this possible. It's been very enjoyable, especially with having JPR as a sidekick commentator, buddy. I think
this was a lot of fun. I would definitely love to do it again, so anytime you guys can have me, I'm more than willing to come on. And
fantastic,
shoot.
bud. Yeah, no, it was great. It was great. Enjoyed my time with Infinite and JPR and commentating for Can-Am Racing Series this evening. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us and tuning in and watching the stream. At this point, I'm going to cut this broadcast And y'all all have a very great evening, and I wish you a very happy Monday, even though Mondays seem to be the worst.
Okay. Well, hopefully we do this
Amen to
again
that,
next
right?
week. Yep. Alright, guys, so I think that's
All
gonna
right,
be
guys,
it.
we're off.
Yep.
Yeah, we're off the stream. Dude, JPR. Awesome, dude.